Ever find yourself staring at a box of old electronics and wondering if there's like a better way to say goodbye than just tossing them?
Right.
Today, we're diving into a company that's not just tackling that e-waste pileup,
hmm
but doing it in a way that's seriously inspiring.
Yeah, that's right. We're talking about Electronics Recycling Solutions, or ERS,
Okay.
down in Tennessee. They've figured out how to turn something we often see as a burden,
Right.
old phones, laptops, you name it, into life-changing opportunities.
Okay, so lay it on me. What makes ERS so special? We all know recycling is important, but
Well,
what's the deep dive angle here?
what's fascinating here is that they've made it their mission to employ adults with autism,
Oh, wow.
providing them with the training and support to excel in the field of electronics recycling.
So it's about more than just tossing a phone in a bin. It's about giving people the skills to handle it every step of the way.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And they're not just talking about, like, taking apart a busted printer.
Right?
We're talking data destruction,
Oh, wow.
refurbishment, the works. They've got a whole program designed to equip these folks with in-demand skills.
Which is huge, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we often hear about the challenges people with autism face finding meaningful work.
Right.
So to have this kind of specialized training must be a game changer.
It is. In fact, I read about one young man named Alex,
Mm-hmm.
went through their program, and get this, landed his dream job refurbishing computers for FedEx.
No way. See, that's what hooks me. It's one thing to have a mission, but to see it actually changing lives like that,
Yeah.
that's the good stuff.
And it's not just Alex. The sources mention that ERS has helped several people gain the independence to move into their own homes.
Wow.
Just think about the impact that has on someone's confidence and overall well-being.
Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. Real, tangible results. But I'm guessing ERS isn't exactly keeping this a secret, are they?
Not at all.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't. They've actually gained some serious recognition.
Okay.
Vanderbilt University's Center for Autism and Innovation, for example, has highlighted ERS as a shining example of inclusivity in action.
Vanderbilt, wow. That's not your average shout out.
Right.
They must be doing something right to get that kind of attention. What else have you found about their impact?
Well, they even had a visit from U.S. Representative John Rose.
Wow.
He toured their facility and spoke about the incredible work ERS is doing to create jobs and promote ethical e-waste recycling.
That's huge. Getting that kind of high-profile support can really make a difference in spreading the word and hopefully inspiring others to follow suit.
All right.
But for us regular folks at home, what can we actually do to get involved with ERS?
Well, if you have any old devices you're looking to get rid of,
Let me guess.
yeah,
Don't throw them out.
you got it. Their website, devicesforautism.com, makes it incredibly easy to donate.
Okay.
You can actually request a free FedEx shipping label right from the site.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah,
Free shipping. That's amazing. They've really thought of everything to make it easy to contribute.
exactly. And for those of you in Tennessee, they also have public drop-off locations.
So there are no excuses, really. Even if you're not in Tennessee, you can still participate.
Right.
But it sounds like ERS is about more than just convenience, right? They're also committed to doing things the right way.
Absolutely. And they're very transparent about it.
Okay.
They've achieved R2 certification, which is a big deal in the recycling world.
Okay, break that down for me. What does R2 certification actually mean?
It means they've met incredibly rigorous standards for environmental, health, and safety practices. It essentially proves that they're walking the walk when it comes to responsible recycling.
So we can trust that our old devices are in good hands? But they haven't achieved all of this on their own, have they?
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Strong partnerships are a key part of their success.
No.
They work with businesses of all sizes, from local companies to big names like Hospital Corporation of America and even Tractor Supply Company.
Wow, so these big corporations trust them to handle their e-waste responsibly.
Yeah.
That says a lot.
It does, and it creates this fantastic cycle.
Right.
Businesses get a reliable solution for their electronics recycling and data destruction needs, and ERS gets the resources they need to train and employ more adults with autism.
It's a win-win for everyone involved.
Right.
Especially for the planet.
Speaking of wins, ERS has also teamed up with organizations like Goodwill, who also focus on workforce development.
Goodwill, that makes perfect sense. They're all about creating opportunities and helping people find their place in the workforce. It's like this whole network of positive change is forming around ERS.
Exactly. These partnerships create a ripple effect, amplifying the impact ERS can have and ultimately creating a more inclusive and sustainable community. But let's bring it back to you listening to this. You might be wondering, why does this all matter?
It's a great question because on the surface, we're talking about recycling old electronics,
Yeah.
which is important, don't get me wrong, but ERS seems to be doing something much bigger here.
There really are. See, ERS isn't just proving that businesses can be profitable while doing good. They're turning that idea on its head. They're showing that inclusivity, giving people a chance who might not always get one,
Mhm.
can actually be a driver of success.
That's a powerful message. It's like they're challenging other companies to step up their game. Like, hey, look what we're doing here. It's working and it's making a real difference.
Precisely. And people are noticing, remember we talked about their social media presence.
Yeah.
Their engagement is through the roof. People are hungry for this kind of story, for businesses that are forces for good.
Hmm.
It's not just about the bottom line anymore.
And that resonates with me big time. I know I'm way more likely to support a company that aligns with my values. But ERS takes it a step further. They make it so easy for anyone to get involved, whether you're a huge corporation or just someone with a drawer full of old chargers.
Exactly. And every little bit helps.
Right.
Every device donated, every post shared, every conversation about ERS helps spread the word and expands their impact.
You mentioned earlier that ERS represents a shift in how we think about business. It's not just about profits, it's about purpose, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Consumers are demanding more from the companies they support.
Mm-hmm.
They want to know that their money is going towards something meaningful, that their purchases are making a difference.
And that's where ERS truly shines. They've managed to connect the dots between environmental responsibility, social impact, and economic viability.
They've cracked the code. And they've done it in a way that feels genuine, authentic. There's no hint of greenwashing here. They are the real deal. Speaking of which, you mentioned their transparency earlier, and it's something I wanted to touch on more.
Please do. I was actually really impressed by how open they are about their whole operation.
Right, their website has a whole section dedicated to their commitment to quality environment, health, and safety. They're not hiding anything.
And that level of transparency is huge, especially in an industry like electronics recycling, where there's always a risk of things going wrong, of data not being handled properly.
Right,
But it sounds like ERS is going above and beyond to earn that trust.
exactly. And it's not easy, especially when you're dealing with sensitive information like data destruction. But they make it a priority, and that commitment to doing things right has earned them some serious support from their local community.
You know, we haven't even talked about that yet. Tell me more about ERS's relationship with their community.
They've become a real source of pride for Gallatin, Tennessee. Local news outlets cover them with this sense of celebration and excitement.
That local support is so crucial, especially for a nonprofit like ERS.
Mm,
It creates this sense of shared ownership and responsibility. People want to see them succeed because they recognize the value they bring to the community as a whole. It's bigger than just one organization. It's about creating a more sustainable, inclusive, and compassionate world.
exactly. It's about recognizing that we're all interconnected and that the choices we make, even seemingly small ones, can have a ripple effect.
So if someone listening is as fired up about ERS as we are, what's the first step? How can they get involved? Well, I'm already picturing it. That box of old cords and chargers that's been sitting in my closet for who knows how long.
Right.
Time to put it to good use.
That's the spirit. Head over to devicesforautism.com, grab that free shipping label we talked about, and send those devices on their way. You'll be freeing up space in your home and contributing to a truly worthy cause.
And honestly, knowing that my old phone could actually end up helping someone like Alex achieve their dreams,
Yeah.
that's a pretty powerful motivator. But donating devices isn't the only way to show support, right?
Not at all. While you're on our website, check out the Get Involved section. It's got all sorts of ways to contribute, whether you're interested in volunteering your time, making a donation, or even just spreading the word on social media.
Because sharing their story is huge. You never know who might be inspired to take action.
Right.
A business owner looking for a responsible recycling partner, a family searching for support for a loved one with autism, or even just someone who wants to make a difference but isn't sure where to start.
Exactly. Every little bit of awareness raised brings us one step closer to a world where businesses prioritize people and the planet.
You know, when I first heard we were doing a deep dive on electronics recycling, I have to admit, I wasn't expecting to be this inspired. But ERS is more than just recycling. It's about creating a more inclusive and equitable society, one device at a time.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
It really highlights the incredible potential for businesses to be forces for good in their communities. Imagine if more companies adopted a similar approach.
Yeah.
What could our world look like?
Now there's a thought to leave you with. What could your community, your workplace, even your own home look like if we all took a page from ERS's playbook? Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep diving deep